Hi, in this video we are going to talk about how to make it easy. So the 11th chapter is walk slowly but never backward. Okay, so let me start about this chapter summary quickly. Okay, so he was talking about the third law of behavior change, how we can make it easy. Means the process, the work after. Let's suppose first of all we make it easy. Then after that, already and also we have learned how to make it attractive. Now we are going to learn how we can make it easy. Means the process, the action. Okay, so the first thing he said in this chapter, the most effective form of learning is practice, not planning. And also, again, his second sentence he said, let me tell you also that one, focus on taking action, not being in motion. Both sentences are same. Means he was talking about, sometimes we are just planning something, we are not taking any actions. Means we are in just motion. Let's suppose I wanted to learn English speaking. I want to learn English speaking. Okay, so but I'm every time planning, analyzing those things, what technique I should follow, but I never tried. Means I never tried to talk to someone in any group. I never joined. Even, yeah, lots of opportunities come in my life, but I never tried. So it's just he was, yeah, so that's he was talking about. We have to, and not every time planning is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing if you're not doing any action, because there's no any make any sense. If you're just planning and doing any, means you're not implementing those planning into actions, like this thing he was talking about. The next thing he said, habit formation is the process by which a behavior becomes progressively more automatic through repetition. It's mean, if something you're doing repeatedly again and again and again, then it's became your habit. Yeah, through repetition. If you repeat for 1 month something, or 21 days for something, then it's became your identity habit. Means after that you will, means understand, and you will know what you are going to do, but not that much attention you have to pay, or means, yeah, spend. Or the awareness, is talking about awareness. You don't need to aware of that much. Right now you're working on that. Let's suppose I'm speaking right now, I'm using my conscious mind, not subconscious mind. But one day when I will, good at this, when I will be good in this English speaking, then I will definitely going to use my subconscious mind. I'm not going to, pay that much attention in my English speaking, words, sentences, everything. It's automatically going to become automatic. Okay, so yeah, this is the process only for conscious. Then after that, repeating again and again and again, then it's became our habit. It's repetition through. Okay, he was talking about. And the last thing he said in this chapter, the amount of time you have been performing a habit is not as important the number of times you have performed it. Means, sometimes I'm telling myself I did 3 hours study, but what study I did, I just, I didn't repeat. Okay, let me tell me example, because sometimes I get also stuck because I'm not that much good speaker, but I wanted to be a good speaker, and I will. Okay, so okay, let me tell you again. He was talking about we humans, talking about how much we have done, but we are not talking about how many times we have done. He was talking about this kind of situation. Yeah, let's suppose I'm practicing a kick, and I said, I have done 3 hours for practice that kick, but I didn't learn. So, but I just, I just practicing slowly, but I never done at least even 100 times. So it's not make any sense, because its criteria is, if you until you going to done 100 or 20 times, 200 times practice, then it will, going to, you will going to learn, or you will going to become that good martial artist. So yeah, like that way, it's no matter how much time you're going to spend, it's matter how many time you attempt to doing that, how many time you have done that work. Okay, he was talking about that. So yeah, this is the 11th chapter. Okay, so let's talk about the 12th chapter, the law of least effort. So the first thing he said in his book, human behavior follows the law of least effort. We will naturally gravitate toward the option that requires the least amount of work. He was talking about, if I have A work and I have B work, and this work, the both work are same, okay, but A work is going to take 3 times and lots of effort, and the third work means the B work going to take only 1 day, and there is not that much effort. So obviously our human nature he was talking about, we obviously going to choose the B option, because in this work we will complete this successfully, and also we are not going to pay that much attention, not that much awareness, and we will completely done that. So that's why he was talking about the human behavior. We human, we are not, if we have some option to choose some work, if I can reduce in that time, so definitely we humans do that. So he was talking about this one is so easy, okay. So yeah, so the second thing he said, create an environment where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Means he was talking about the environment. If you, let's suppose I wanted to learn a guitar, okay. So actually I was in my college, I was wanted to learn guitar. I also bought a guitar, but I never learned. Why? Because I make a mistake. That moment I don't know about environment kind of stuff, okay. So but after that my friend recommend that environment thing, this one he already talked about, because he read that book. So he explained me, Dave, you can do little bit, you can change your environment, means your bedroom or your room's environment. Like suppose you means you put your guitar on the box, so whenever you wanted to play any chord, any music, so you get little bit lazy because you have put your guitar in the box, so that's why you don't want it to take out that guitar, okay. So instead of that, put your guitar somewhere front of you, so you can easily access that guitar. So whenever you wanted to play or any chord you wanted to practice, then you can usually access that. So he was talking about that part, means make an environment, okay. Even if you don't have, you don't need any music class, you can make an environment everywhere, put posters and your entire around walls. If you wanted to make environment, okay, there's so easy one, because I have done this thing in my real life, because yeah, about study, lots of things I have used this environment thing. Means there is no any environment in my life, so I make that environment. Yeah. So okay, so let's go the third one. So the third one he said, reduce the friction associated with good behaviors. When friction is low, habits are easy. Means he was talking about the between of kind of distance. Let's suppose if you wanted to eat healthy and vegetables, kind of salads, you wanted to reduce the eating junk foods, so just don't bought any junk food, don't put your junk food in fridge, because whenever you, and also already make that salad and put into your fridge whenever you wanted to feel, if you whenever you wanted to feel kind of eating, then whenever you go in your fridge, then you will find there's only salad, then you have to eat that salad, right? So yeah, he was talking about these things. And overall he entire chapter, let me completely tell you, in this entire chapter he already talked about the environment, how you can make it environment even if you don't have, okay. Yeah, these thing he was talking about. So yeah, so now we are going to talk about the 13th chapter, how to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. So in this chapter, okay, let me tell you directly, in this chapter he talked about 2-minute rule. So first of all, let me tell you what is the 2-minute rule, okay. And also I like this part, I really like it. And also when I didn't read this chapter, I already know about this thing, 2-minute rule. And also lots of time in my life I have used this one. So okay, so let me tell you, the 2-minute rule is something, let's suppose I make a habit, I go for run every day, and yeah, I go for run every day for 10 kilometers, for 5 kilometers I do every day. But one day I'm feeling little bit laziness, so I don't want it to do. So he was talking about through this chapter, instead of doing nothing, just do only for 2 minutes. So like I'm running for 5 kilometers, okay. So instead of doing nothing for some day, just do only for 100-meter run, just do little bit at least. Like he was talking about that, If you feeling laziness, procrastinating, then do only for 2%, 1% thing, then you will automatically going to feel energetic, then you will start that and you will continue that. He was talking about that thing. Okay, so now let me tell you briefly and easily. Okay, so first thing he said in his chapter, habits can be completed in a few seconds but continue to impact your behavior for minutes or hour afterward. He was talking about when you start with a good habit. Let's suppose you woke up, okay, so you feel little bit energetic, then you feel I will do also the next habit also. Then like these things, if you didn't wake up, then you're going to feel little kind of lazy. Oh my god, I started my day as a bad thing, as a bad way, then I'm going to completely end up my entire day. Like that way he was talking about. And the second thing he said, many habits occur at decisive moments, choices that are like a fork in the road and either send you in the direction of a productive day or unproductive one. Yeah, I just told you, if you make a good decision, means if you make a good habit, means you woke up at 4 p.m. at morning, then every entire day you're going to be positive and productive way, means you started good way, right? So like this way, it's a decisive moment, means decision moments. If you make a good decision, then entire day or related that after that habits, whatever that habit going to be next one, it will you're going to put more energy in that. So yeah, everything is connected. He was talking about these things. So the next thing is said, the 2-minute rules states when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Yeah, I already told you this one is my favorite part, 2-minute rule. And also sorry for distraction, actually there are lots of bunch of children, so that's why I get distracted. They were running, so I thought what's going on, so just I was watching them. Okay, so let me concentrate on this one. So yeah, I already mentioned that 2-minute rule. Let me tell you the different one. The entire chapter actually he's talked about the these things, 2-minute rule, and how our every single habit matters for entire day. Yeah, it's really important to do one single decisive moment for every single day. If you make a good habit, then you will follow that energy for entire day. If you make any bad decision, then for entire day everything is going to disorder properly. So yeah, he was talking about. So this is the 13th chapter now. Okay, so we are going to talk about the 14th chapter, how to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Okay, so in this chapter, let me tell you overall what he's going to talk about in this chapter. Okay, so in this chapter he was going to take about the third law of behavior, how to make it easy to how to make it difficult, means how we can make our habit difficult. Okay, so he was going to talk about. So okay, the first thing he said, a commitment device is a choice you make in the present that locks in a better behavior in the future. It's so easy, means something you do for present, but for your entire month you're going to stick with that. Let's suppose I pay my gym fees for advance 2 months, so means I put money, right, advance money. That money is not going to return to me, so that's mean I have to go every single day gym, so I can recover my money, right, to doing exercise. So he was talking about this thing, means something put some value, so you have to do that thing. Means if if you have the habit of eating junk food whenever you go, let's suppose you're going to your office, okay, so you found yourself you get tempted seeing junk food, so put your wallet to your wife. She will never give you any money, and any single rupee, any single cent, right? So like this you can do it, and it's called, that's called commitment, means decision. Something commitment device means something you do for present, something valuable, something let's suppose I want a good sleep, so I will bought a mattress. Like these things means after that I can sleep better, it will improve my health, mental thinking, mental, yes, it's lots of thing connected that. So one time it's a commitment device, something to put when your value, some, so do for something so you can stick with that for your future. He was talking about this one is so easy. Okay, we have already done in our life. Sometimes I wanted to learn something English speaking, so I put my money on English speaking coaching, so I have to go there no matter what, because sometimes I feel laziness, I feel procrastinating, so that's why I skip those things. But I have put the money on that, so I have to go there, right? So yeah, he was talking about that. And the second thing he said, the ultimate way to lock in future behavior is to automate your habits. Yeah, these things, if you wanted to make a habit, then you have to first of all repeat that one. Yeah, if you wanted to log with for your future for long time period, then you have to repeat those things so many times, so it will become your habit. Then when that habit became means your as a good habit, then it will definitely going to it's means barely means difficulties. If you're going to break that habit, it's going to not easily going to break, right? So yeah, he was talking about that one. So the next thing he said, one time choice means like buying a better mattress, or enrolling in an automatic saving plans, a single action that automate your future habits and deliver increasing returns over time. Yeah, like how I said, if you buy a mattress, then you make a one choice, but after that you're going to sleep every year yeah, on that mattress. If there are lots of technology. If you wanted to save money, then you can manage your accounts. Whenever get your salary, then half of that money automatically going to in saving accounts, like these things. Lots of technology, you can save your money, like he was talking about. Okay, means, but by creating one decision, by doing one decision, you can make lots of impact, lots of things he was talking about. And last thing he said in this chapter, using technology to automate your habit is the most reliable and effective way to guarantee the right behavior. Yeah, it's true. Right now I'm using my technology to so I can improve my English speaking. And if I wanted to lose my weight, so I can use and technology as an app. There are lots of Android apps, lots of Apple apps. I can use those apps to find which foods, which vegetables are good for diet. This kind of thing he was talking about technology. Yeah. So yeah, these are the thing he said, how we can make it easy and how we can make it difficult. Yeah, the process, you have to follow that. You have to make an environment, you have to make these things. These are the entire things he was talking about. Yeah, so that's it. We have completed our make it easy one, also the third law. After that we are going to talk about the fourth law, the last law. Okay, how to make it satisfying. So yeah, that's it. We will talk about later tomorrow. Okay, so bye, see you tomorrow.